Welcome into the Hudson Sports Zone on Tuesday, September 28th. I'm Jerry Hudson coming at you from Las Vegas, where the hometown Raiders are 3-0. Today I'm going to wrap up last night's Monday Night Football game between the Dallas Cowboys and the Philadelphia Eagles and give you my prediction for this Thursday's game between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Jacksonville Jaguars. The final score last night was 41-21 and not at all indicative of how lopsided this game really was. Dallas looked like the Dallas of old by focusing on and establishing the running game early. Dak was impressive with 3 touchdowns and no picks, and the silly-looking fumble in the end zone was a glaring error, but hey, it did hurt him. It did allow Philly to get their first points of the game, and then Zeke looked like the old Zeke, running right down Philly's defense like they weren't even on the field. All this was against the Eagles, who I don't think were any better than a 6-win team to begin the year, and I don't think they're any better than a 6-win team now. My biggest takeaway from this lopsided Dallas win was the play of the Cowboys defense under new defensive coordinator Dan Quinn, who seems to have come out on the plus side from that tough situation when he left Atlanta. Philly was clearly overmatched, and Hurts looked like the rookie second-year guy that he is. Outside of completing 3 long throws of over 20-plus yards, Hurts just looked confused by the Dallas defense all night. And since the Eagles got behind so early in the game, Hurts was forced to throw the ball almost every down without the benefit of having an established running game. Outside of the forced fumble and the goal line stand in the first half by the Eagles defense, the defense just looked overmatched in this first home game in AT&T Stadium since Dak got hurt last year. I don't believe in overreaction Monday or Tuesdays, so my takeaway from this lopsided Monday Night Football game is this. Dallas still has a potent offense, which isn't a surprise to any of us. A much improved defense, which is somewhat of a surprise, and a healthy and confident Dak Prescott, which makes them the favorite to win the not-so-competitive NFC East. For you crazy Cowboy fans out there, please don't start thinking that this is a Super Bowl team just because they're 2-1 and they beat the crappy Eagles last night and won last week when the Chargers found multiple ways to lose the game. Just pump the brakes a little bit ahead of the upcoming game against the 3-0 Panthers, who have a real defense, and then let's see where Dallas is through 4 games and use that as a measuring stick. The Eagles need another offseason draft at free agent period to amass more talent to put around Hurts, who should get better the more games he plays. Whether he's a franchise quarterback is still yet to be determined. The Eagles, Giants, and football team look like they will be competing to stay out of the cellar in the NFC least. That's right, I said the NFC least, because outside of Dallas right now, I don't see a defense amongst the Giants, the Eagles, or the football team. And in this league, if you can't stop somebody, you're going to lose. Now let's go to this Thursday night football game between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Jacksonville Jaguars. The Bengals are at home and favored by 7.5 points. I hate the hook here, but I'm still going to have to take Cincinnati, giving up the 7.5 points, as they are at home, playing in front of hometown fans, which should be fired up, and I just can't bring myself to trust the Jags yet. Burrow is clearly the better quarterback in this game, and Cincinnati is playing with a lot of confidence. Once again, this is for information and educational purposes only, and thank you, Hudson Sports Zone fans, and until Friday when I'm coming back at you, take care and chat soon.